Hi everyone, welcome to ChinesePod. My name is Gwilym.
Hi everyone, this is Phoebe.
Today we have part 2 of the lesson where we go to a baozi restaurant and talk with the boss.
So in today's lesson, you're going to learn how to ask for different flavors. The shopkeeper is going to tell you the different flavors and you're going to say, I want one of each. So some very, very useful phrases and pieces of vocabulary for you when you're ordering food.
Now this story continues on from last episode where we met quite a rude server. So let's listen and see if this one is slightly nicer.
好，那我们来听听今天的对话。
好的。
老板，要2个包子。
没问题，您要什么口味？
不辣的就好。
我们咸的有肉包、菜包，甜的有芝麻巧克力。
那各买1个吧。
好，一共40块钱。
您真好，对面的服务员太凶了。
我知道啊，那是我女儿，我叫她到对面上班的。
老板，要2个包子。
没问题，您要什么口味？
不辣的就好。
我们咸的有肉包、菜包，甜的有芝麻巧克力。
那各买1个吧。
好，一共40块钱。
您真好，对面的服务员太凶了。
我知道啊，那是我女儿，我叫她到对面上班的。
老板，要2个包子。
没问题，您要什么口味？
不辣的就好。
我们咸的有肉包、菜包，甜的有芝麻巧克力。
那各买1个吧。
好，一共40块钱。
您真好，对面的服务员太凶了。
我知道啊，那是我女儿，我叫她到对面上班的。
Translations.
老板，要2个包子。
Boss, I would like 2 steamed buns.
Or 老板娘要2个包子。
Female boss, I would like 2 baozi please.
没问题，您要什么口味？
No problem, what flavor would you like?
没问题，您要什么口味？
No problem, what flavor would you like?
不辣的就好，
Non-spicy is good enough.
不辣的就好。
The one without spice will be good for me.
我们咸的有肉包、菜包，甜的有芝麻巧克力。
For the savoury flavours, we have meat, vegetables, and for the sweet flavours, we have sesame and chocolate.
我们咸的有肉包、菜包，甜的有芝麻巧克力。
In the salty section, we have meat and vegetables, and in the sweet section, we have chocolate and sesame.
那各买1个吧。
Then I'll buy 1 of each.
那各买1个吧。
Then I'll buy 1 of each.
好，一共40块钱。
Okay, altogether, this will be 40 kuai.
好，一共40块钱。
Okay, altogether, this will be 40 RMB.
您真好，对面的服务员太凶了。
You're very good. The person opposite was very aggressive.
您真好，对面的服务员太凶了。
You're very nice. The server across the road was very fierce and ferocious.
我知道啊，那是我女儿，
I know, that is my daughter.
我叫她到对面上班的。
It was me that told her to go work opposite.
我知道啊，那是我女儿，我叫她到对面上班的。
I know, that's my daughter. It was me that told her to go work across the road from us.
Sabotage, eh? Sabotaging the shop opposite for her baozi shop.
Yeah, I think she knows her daughter's pretty bad for service. So by sending them over there, customers will come over here.
Smart mum. All right, well, let's move on to the discussion. So let's start at the top where we hear him say, 老板，要2个包子。
Okay, so 老板. This is just a general word for a boss. Now, if you want to specify and say, like, female boss, what can you say?
Yeah, or female boss or boss's wife can both be 老板娘, 老板娘.
Now, he wants 2 baozi. He starts the phrase by saying, I want them. Now, does that sound as aggressive in English?
I think it's fine. I think it's completely fine when you're ordering food to say 要2个包子. If you want to lean on more of the polite side just to be safe, you can say 请给我 Please give me 请给我2个包子或是我要买2个包子.
Now, the boss asks, what flavor would you like? Now, the word for flavor or
Mouth taste?
is 口味.
口味. Wei is any kind of flavor or taste, and when it's relating to your tongue, it's 口味. 您要什么口味? What flavor would you like?
And his response is pretty similar to mine. Anything that isn't spicy will be good.
It seems like he wasn't very successful in the last restaurant asking for a non-spicy dish, so that's why he says 不辣的就好. Here it's important to distinguish that he's saying as long whatever's not spicy is good enough for me. Good enough is different to, oh, that would be my best option. He's just happy with anything that's not spicy. 不辣的就好. So if you're not into spices, this might be a very good phrase to learn. 不辣的就好. Just give me anything that's not spicy.
So could we have this 就好 in another context where
Sure.
it means it's good enough?
So maybe Gwilym asks me, what would you like to eat for dinner tonight, right? 今天晚上想吃什么? Maybe I'll just say, as long as I have something to eat, I'll be happy. 有吃的就好. As long as there's something to eat, it's good enough for me.
Okay. Now, the boss goes on to explain what they've got lined up. So in the salty or savory section, they've got meat and vegetables.
咸 is salty, or in this case, savory. And we also hear the word for sweet. 甜, which is sweet. So what do we have on the savory section? We have meat buns and vegetable buns.
Okay.
肉包, 菜包.
Okay, so we've got meat and vegetables. Now in the sweet section, we have sesame.
芝麻.
Okay, so that's pronounced first tone, neutral tone. The actual character of the tone is second tone.
Ma.
But in a lot of spoken Mandarin, the second character is often just shortened to a neutral tone.
没错, that's right. Now the second sweet flavor we see, 巧克力. And you guys can guess what that is? Chocolate. Now I would say this is a kind of an unusual flavor for traditional steamed buns, but I have seen more and more chocolate flavors for traditional Chinese snacks.
But don't fall for the thing I fall for, which is basically thinking that all buns are chocolate. Most of them will be red bean, which looks like chocolate, but tastes bad.
Gwilym's always so disappointed. He opens them up and he's like, yay, chocolate! And then he'll eat it and then it'll be like, it's just red bean paste.
Now, the customer, they actually want one of each, so they actually want 4 in total. So how do you say, I would like one of each?
各买一个. 各买一个. So each buy one of. 那各买一个吧.
Now, how do we use this 个, this structure where you kind of say one of each or do one of something?
Okay, so maybe let's say we're doing like an exercise routine. And I want to be like, okay, so let's all lift up our arms and I want everyone to do it once each, right? I could say, 那我们各做一次吧. So let's all do it at least once, right, in turn. So 各做一次吧. 我们各买一个吧. So let's buy one of each, or let's all do it once.
Or maybe a teacher is telling students to write one Chinese character. They could say 各写一个.
没错, I want you to write one of each character.
Now the boss calculates the price and says altogether it will be $40. So how do you say altogether?
一共40块钱. This 一共 always relates to numbers. So, how many people are coming to the restaurant tonight? 一共10个人, so there'll be 10 of us in total. So it's always relating to sums. This is $40 in total. 一共40块钱.
Yeah, so you can't just use this phrase by itself. You have to put either a price or a quantity after. Now, for example, a thing I got a bit confused because the English is altogether or kind of everything. Could you say 全部?
Okay, so I think here at this point it's probably best to think of 一共 as the, you know how you would say this is blah 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 in total. That's probably the better way to think of it translation-wise, not all together. When you would use 全部 is when you're trying to highlight that you're literally buying everything. 我全部都要买. I want to buy everything. But 一共 always relates to numbers, whereas 全部 can just mean everything.
Okay, so I think the most common situation you'll hear this is when you're with a shop assistant and they will be calculating the price. Altogether, that will be 40 RMB.
Or if you're booking a restaurant and then the person will ask, 你们一共几个人? How many people are you in total?
一共6位.
非常好.
Altogether, 6 people.
Very good.
Now he comments and says, you're very nice. The person opposite wasn't that nice. They were fierce.
您真好. Oh, you're so nice. 对面的服务员, so the 服务员 opposite, 太凶了. 凶 is a great adjective to learn when you're describing aggressive people.
You can refer to maybe an angry cat as being quite 凶.
那只猫很凶. 我的老师很凶. My teacher is very scary. 凶 doesn't just mean like aggressive, but it means that you're scared by this person, right? So you can say 那只老虎很凶. That tiger is very aggressive and scary.
I like the character too. It's kind of like a box with an X, like don't
approach.
enter. It's dangerous. Okay, now we find out who the waitress across the road is.
We hear this 老板 or 老板娘 say 我知道啊, I know. 那是我女儿. That's my daughter.
Uh-oh, he's been rude about the boss's daughter.
我叫她到对面上班的. So let's break the sentence down. 我叫她到对面上班. This 叫 here, the character itself means to call out. To maybe perhaps even you could translate it as to scream. But another very common meaning is to instruct or to tell. 我叫 Gwilym 过去那里. I told Gwilym to go over there. So here in this case, she told her daughter to go work in the shop opposite.
Okay, now the final character is the. What's this about?
This final 的 is this 是的 structure, or this 是的sandwich. Now we don't see the 是. Why?
Because it's not important. It's optional. If you see a the at the end and you're not sure why it's there, it's probably the emphasis pattern 是的.
And why do we use this emphasis pattern? Because we want to emphasize a particular piece of information. So if you see this the at the end, it's the speaker's way of highlighting this is the key bit of information I'm trying to give you, right? And the key bit of information being it was actually her that told her daughter to go work across the street. What's the word for to work?
上班.
上班 is to work.
Now, if I were to not use the 是的 structure, it would kind of just be a statement like, I told her to go across the street. But by using this emphasis pattern, it's like, yeah, it was me that told her to go across the
and
street.
it also highlights more that you're giving an answer to a question, right? If you just said, 我叫她到对面上班, I told her to go work opposite.
There's like no context there. It's like, okay, why are you telling me this?
Yeah. 我叫她到对面上班的. It was, like Gwilym said, it was me that told her to go work opposite.
Now, Fee, what's your theory on why she told her to go across the road to work?
She probably was ruining the business at the baozi shop, so she thought, what a better way to get more business to the baozi shop than to send my aggressive daughter across the street and drum up more business.
Well, it worked. This guy's now ordering lovely baozi.
One of each. 他各买一个.
This
Each
is-
flavor, 每个口味都买一个.
This is a great phrase for people that don't know what to try. They can just say, I want one of everything.
All right, at this point, let's listen to the dialogue 3 more times.
好的。
老板，要2个包子，
没问题，您要什么口味？
不辣的就好。
我们咸的有肉包、菜包，甜的有芝麻巧克力。
那各买一个吧。
好，一共40块钱。
您真好，对面的服务员太凶了。
我知道啊，那是我女儿，我叫她到对面上班的。
老板，要2个包子，
没问题，您要什么口味？
不辣的就好。
我们咸的有肉包、菜包，甜的有芝麻巧克力。
那各买一个吧。
好，一共40块钱。
您真好，对面的服务员太凶了。
我知道啊，那是我女儿，我叫她到对面上班的。
老板，要2个包子，
没问题，您要什么口味？
不辣的就好。
我们咸的有肉包、菜包，甜的有芝麻巧克力。
那各买一个吧。
好，一共40块钱。
您真好，对面的服务员太凶了。
我知道啊，那是我女儿，我叫她到对面上班的。
Okay, guys, I wanted to kind of combine some of the things that we've learned today into maybe another handy phrase. So we learned the word for flavor, which is 口味, right? Maybe you can ask, next time when you go to a shop, you can specifically ask for a specific flavor. 请问你们有芝麻口味的包子吗？
May I ask, do you have sesame flavor?
芝麻口味、巧克力口味, any kind of 口味, any kind of flavor. That's a good way to ask specifically for something you're looking for.
And if you're pretty relaxed about what you want to eat, you can say 不辣就好.
Yeah, I feel like this is a lesson designed for Guillermo. He's like, 不辣的就好，我各买一个. Just give me the one that's not spicy and I'll buy one of each of everything that's not spicy. And that concludes our 2-part lesson. Hopefully you've learned loads of useful phrases for ordering food, and hopefully this slightly kind of bizarre and rude situation will help you remember some of the phrases in these 2 lessons.
Okay, well, we hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and we'll see you guys next time.
我们下次见，再见。
再见. High five.